Happy week 4 of Veganuary. If you are new to the series, I'm posting a new video every week for the month of January in honor of the vegan movement called Veganuary. They have reached over 500,000 signups for just this year. I thought that I would contribute in some way and be a small resource for anybody that's looking to learn more information about veganism. Today's video, we're gonna talk about essential nutrients that you can find from plant sources. These are nutrients that are important for every human being. I think the most popular nutrient that vegans get attacked for is protein. And ironically, I am not even going to touch on protein in this video. I think that if you're not getting enough protein in your diet and you're deficient, that is a huge issue, and you are likely deficient in many other things because that just means that you're not eating enough calories. If you're watching this and you are vegan and somebody comes at you about protein, I would just turn the question back on them and ask them where they get their fiber, selenium, zinc, ergothioneine, and manganese, and see what kind of reaction that you get. With all of that being said, I am obviously not a health expert, but I have done a good deal of research and I'm always learning more. Let's go ahead and get into the first nutrient that I chose. They are not in any specific order. So first, I like to talk about calcium. Calcium is essential for everybody. As you all know, it helps to build strong bones. It aids in your nerve and muscle function and literally keeps your heart muscles pumping. Whole food sources where you can find calcium rich in a plant-based diet is gonna be from dark leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, collard greens, beet greens, etc. Beans and legumes like black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, edamame, and lastly, fruits like oranges, figs, and papaya. Fortified sources where you can get calcium are gonna be from tofu and your nut milk or your plant-based milks like soy milk, almond milk, or oat milk. It is also important to note that vitamin D is essential for the absorption of calcium, so make sure that you are getting adequate levels of vitamin D so that way you can absorb all of the calcium that you're getting from your diet. The next essential nutrient that I want to talk about today is iron. Iron is essential in forming our hemoglobin. It transports oxygen to our tissues, and it also serves an important role in our immune function. Plant sources of iron come from lentils, beans, dark leafy greens, oats, nuts, seeds, and edamame. Processed sources of iron can come from things like tofu, tempeh, and even dark chocolate. Another essential nutrient to note with iron is that vitamin C is going to be good for absorption of iron. So if you are including other vegetables with those foods, then you will automatically be getting that extra little boost of absorption of iron. Okay, so for this next one, I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth just to make sure that I'm answering any confusion or questions that you might have about it. The next essential nutrient I'm gonna talk about is omega-3. Omega-3 is essential for brain function, eye health, and it also helps to fight inflammation. There are 3 different chains of omega-3. There is ALA, DHA, and EPA. Stay with me here. I'm gonna go a little bit deep, but not too much. You can find ALA in your standard plant sources like green leafy vegetables, walnuts, chia seeds, ground flax seeds, or even flaxseed oil. These are all good sources of your ALA omega-3. So your body can convert ALA into EPA and DHA, but your body is limited in how much it can convert. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you're getting a different source of your DHA and EPA, so that way you're satisfying your omega-3 nutrient. So your AHA comes from your standard plant sources. Your DHA and your EPA is gonna come from marine sources. Obviously, vegans, vegetarians, plant-based eaters don't eat seafood, so they are gonna be limited to sea vegetables like seaweed, nori sheets, dulse. If you don't regularly consume some form of seaweed or something like that, then it can be a good idea for you to just take an omega-3 supplement that will satisfy your levels of that nutrient, and you won't have to really worry about if your body's converting your ALA to DHA and EPA. I hope that wasn't too much for you, but I definitely wanted to go a little bit deeper into it. I touched on this in an IGTV video on my Instagram, but I definitely could have been more specific. So I just wanted to lay it all out here. Omega-3, you can definitely get easily. You just have to know the sources to get it from, and that there is an algae supplement available, so you don't have to take fish oil or anything like that. The final nutrient that I'm gonna go over today is vitamin B12. This vitamin is essential to make DNA, and it keeps your blood cells and nerve cells healthy. Technically speaking, this is the only nutrient that you cannot find naturally in a plant-based diet. You cannot get this vitamin from your typical whole plant foods like fruits and vegetables. So you can really only find it in foods that are fortified with it, like nutritional yeast. If you take a protein powder, most plant-based milks and other products are starting to be more and more fortified with B12, or you can just find a B12 supplement. So there you have it. Those are going to be the main essential nutrients that everybody needs that you can find from plant sources. There is a really helpful app called Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen, which is going to show you all of the different food groups to make sure you're hitting every day. If you click on the little eye next to each food group, it's going to show you the serving size and all of the different types of food that you can get in that category. He even included B12 at the bottom, so you can track your daily intake if you like. That is all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. I know it's not as fun to talk about, but I wanted this series to be interesting, fun, and educational, because I do think that education is very much lacking and very, very important, so that way people can understand how to be successful when they're going plant-based or vegan. I will see you guys next week for the final video of Veganuary. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you never miss a video. Wishing you a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time.